Welcome back to Virginia Reports. I am Ryan Gilchrist, and joining me tonight is Audrey Nakagawa and Kara Peters. They're here to talk about lost opportunities. Obviously, with coronavirus affecting nearly everything in college life, opportunities for internships, conferences, and networking have taken a real hit. We're taking a look at that a little deeper and the problem behind it. But before we do that, we wanted to talk about some of the opportunities that are being presented and some of the things that colleges are doing to help their students. So, Kara, why don't I start with you? What has UVA been doing? You're a student there. What has UVA been doing to help students who've lost some opportunity?
Yes, so UVA has a career center that is catered to students for career opportunities, internship opportunities, and in the light of COVID-19, they have switched virtually. So in that, they've tried to figure out different interactive ways to allow for students to gain these opportunities that may have been lost during this time. So for instance, they have communicated with some of their partners, as well as facilitating networking with their alumni to develop different projects that students can apply for and do. And these projects may range from 2 weeks or 6 weeks. In addition to that, they also have launched something called Who's in Your Network. And it's basically events that can help students find these internship opportunities through sources such as LinkedIn and the alumni networking that I kind of explained earlier. If you go on the page of the UVA Career Center, you can find a whole array of different resources, frequently asked questions that students may have. If you have lost your internship, if it is remote, how does that look? And other resources that can help them during this time.
And we'll be sure and include those links in the description of this video. Audrey, let me go to you now. You're a student at James Madison University. What has JMU been doing along these lines?
Right, so similar to what Kara was saying, JMU set up a resource and website specifically for job search and internship search during COVID-19. They're also helping students with tangible ways that they can continue to build professionally. So tangible things like updating your resume or creating a professional online presence by cleaning up personal social media. You can also learn new skills on LinkedIn Learning and various videos like that to kind of help boost your professional image during this time. Yeah, so as Kara said, very similar, everything's virtual, and they're giving us resources to help combat the lack of opportunity due to COVID-19.
Now let's backtrack a little bit and sort of take a look at the root problem and why these efforts have been ramped up. Audrey, internships in particular have taken a serious hit as companies have struggled to deal with the financial consequences of this crisis. Tell us a little more about that.
Right, so after doing some broader research on how internships have been affected, Edwin Koch, the Director of Research, Public Policy, and Legislative Affairs with the National Association of Colleges and Employers, told CNBC on April 24th that according to internal research, only 2% of employers have reported revoking full-time offers, but about 16% of employers have reported revoking internship offers. And these internships are kind of molding in new ways, so they're either being changed, some internships are being canceled or postponed, and a lot are being moved online or remotely. Coach says that of the employers that are continuing with their internships, 75% have made at least one change to their internship programs. As I mentioned before, 40% are becoming virtual internships, 40% are being shortened or delayed, and 20% are reducing the numbers of interns hired. So as you can see, according to the statistics, opportunities are lacking due to COVID-19, but they are also adapting. So thankfully that there is an online presence as well that are being offered to some student interns this summer.
Speaking of adapting, Kara, I know you've had some personal experience with a conference being changed and having to revise the way things are done. Talk a little about how conferences and other networking opportunities have been affected.
Absolutely. So just in light of adhering to, having small groups in different settings, that definitely does impact conferences. Personally, for me, being a member of the National Association of Black Journalists, we meet annually for a national convention to have career development, to network with media professionals. And it was supposed to be held in Washington, D.C. this year, but due to COVID-19, it has been moved virtually. It's not just seen at NABJ. Another organization that has done similar things is the Asian American Journalists Association, as well as the Society of Professional Journalists and Radio, Television, Digital News Association. You see some conferences that are still trying to hold off in August or September respectively, but for the most part, a lot of them are being moved virtually. And that doesn't just impact the media industry. You also see some tech conventions that have just decided to cancel their convention and resume in 2021. And some of these conventions include Comic-Con, Dell World, and Apple WWDC. So it's definitely affecting a lot of people who, have allegiance to different conferences such as myself, for sure.
And I think we can safely assume that the impacts will be far beyond what we've already seen. Obviously, we'll keep an eye on this. There'll be more reporting to do. Thank you, Audrey. Thank you, Kara, for looking into this for us. Definitely keep an eye on it. We'll come back and update folks when we have new sets of numbers, and especially if new opportunities come up or schools look at new ways to help students who've been impacted. For now, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you very much. We'd appreciate it if you'd like it. That'd help us out a lot. If you'd like to subscribe to this channel, more videos are coming from Virginia Reports, so please stay tuned. For now, thank you very much.